is the human equivalent of a dumpster fire. He should be the mascot for this show. It was the gayest anti-gay message I've ever seen. I will ride White Gladys to the revolution! You're welcome, America. I'm Bridget Phetasy, and this is your dumpster fire for the week of July 2nd to July 8th.
The unicorns dance while the world burns, world burns.
We're on the back half of the year, folks. Slowly running towards the finish line. We are entering an election year. More on that later. But while you're here, join us at Phetasy.com. Please make sure to subscribe. It's the best way to support this show. It's also a great community where you can get workouts, you can make new friends in real life, and you can also join us for live streams. We do private Zooms. I'm going to be doing a Zoom with the community soon, and it's just awesome. Good people, great time. I'll bring the snacks. You bring the crack.
First of all, let's get one thing straight. Crack is cheap.
Also, you'll get the unedited version of Dumpster Fire, which launches the day before we launch the edited version here, wherever you're watching this. So make sure to subscribe, Phetasy.com. Make sure you touch our bells and buttons, like, subscribe, and comment. And tell Maggie in the comments if you lost any fingers on the 4th of July.
I smuggled a whole bunch of fireworks back in my anus.
I know it might be hard to type for you, but we want to hear about your story.
Starting it off, one of our favorite new categories. This fucking guy.
This fucking guy. Ugh.
Hunter Biden. He filmed himself smoking crack while driving 172 miles per hour near Vegas. He's also settled his child support case in Arkansas. Apparently the kid can't take his name, but will get some of his paintings.
Yeah, I'd rather the paintings, to be honest. You can sell them for a lot of money on the market. And you're not then carrying around the Biden name everywhere you go. That story was messed up. They basically kind of bullied her into not taking the Biden name. I'm sure they paid her off somehow. It's just sad. That would be so weird. You know your grandfather's the president of the United States and they refuse to acknowledge you while they're like, I'm a family man. It's a little bit horrifying. I am an addict, so I have a lot of empathy for addicts who are suffering in general, except for him. For some reason, I have so little empathy, and by so little, I mean zero. It's just the way he comports himself in addiction and just gets away with all of it because he's a Biden, and the way the media just kind of brushes over all of his flaws. Like, if this was, I hate to do this, like, imagine in another, version of America where Trump is the president and Don Jr. is doing this shit and has all of this coming out, we would never hear the end of it, ever. There would be no compassion for him as an addict. It would just be like, destroy this person and this family. So that bothers me. But also, like, why are you taking so many videos of yourself doing all this stuff? Like, hundreds of videos. It is almost as if Hunter Biden is trying to destroy his father, but he's such a failure. He keeps trying and he can't even fail hard enough to bring down his dad.
Right.
Maybe he's a false flag. Hunter Biden is a false flag. He's not actually this tortured child of the Biden. He's really a Trump supporter trying to bring his dad down, and he's such a fucking loser. He can't manage to be a loser enough to do so. I just didn't know you could fail so hard at being a burnout. Hunter Biden is a failure at being a failure. He can't even ruin his dad's legacy. And how many videos do you need to have of prostitutes giving you blowjobs while you smoke crack? There's hundreds of them out there. And somebody in the writer's room was joking about driving the car. They're like, that's just because he's got a small dick. I'm like, we all know that's not true. Everybody's seen it.
Penis size really isn't important. Please don't say that.
It's okay, honey.
172 miles an hour. You're filming yourself while smoking crack.
This is like an 80s thing to do in the 80s. How is this real? How is this what we get? I don't understand.
This is something a teenager would do. This is what I don't understand. Man is in his 50s and he acts like a fucking teenager.
Joe probably has no idea who he is. It's probably like, who's this Hunter guy everyone's always talking about? Why do we need to wrangle him? And then there's the whole thing about the White House cocaine.
Oh, yeah. The White House was evacuated on Sunday when the Secret Service found a strange white substance, which turned out to be cocaine.
And everybody was joking, if it looks like cocaine and smells like cocaine and Hunter Biden was there, it was probably Hunter's cocaine. Except it was in like a public part of the White House, allegedly. This is what the Secret Service said. Like, I believe any of these people or the media. And they're like, no, this was just some tourist. Who's doing coke recreationally at the White House? This is a false flag. I can totally see a Trump supporter or some MAGA guy going in there and planting. Also, who's leaving it there? I can totally see them just leaving a bag of coke so that they can be like, you know who they're going to blame this on? Old crackhead over there.
Is this a 5 o'clock free crack giveaway?
Old crackhead Hunty. All of this could be plausible. But this fucking guy gets away with everything. He gets away with everything. And he's a painter so that he can launder money from Ukraine or wherever his deals are in China or whatever he's doing. He's just, God, we have the word. We get the leaders we deserve. And this is what we deserve. He is the human equivalent of a dumpster fire. He should be the mascot for this show.
Then we have
New category.
A new category for the upcoming election. Just the tip 2024.
Hey, phrase it!
We didn't know what to call the upcoming election nonsense. And so we're just going to talk about it just for a second, just to see how it feels. We're dipping our toe in. 2024 election. It's coming. Come on, babies. It's just a few primaries. What could happen? I'll pull out right before the election. That's Vivek's whole entire platform. I promise I'll pull out before the election is here.
This guy knows what I'm talking about.
No, there's just a lot of, the shenanigans have begun, which we enjoy. What's bad for America is great for dumpster fire. So keep on burning bright, America. We love you.
A pro DeSantis ad was released.
I'm not sure who made this video. I don't know that it was exactly his team, but his team elevated it.
Yeah, it's like, I think one of his PACs did it.
So one of his PACs made the video?
I think so. That's what someone in the writer's room allegedly was saying.
Allegedly, one of his PACs made this video, and then Team DeSantis War Room or whatever, they signal boosted it, as the kids say. And it was kind of making fun of Trump for being pro LGBTQ, RS,
TUV.
And it was the gayest anti-gay message I've ever seen. Just a pro tip out there to the people who are making these videos. If you're trying to say that this person isn't gay, maybe don't supercut them next to lots of dudes like Giga Chad and Troy. And I think they had Patrick Bateman in there, which also not a great message that this person is a serial killer. That one should come next to Gavin. You are sending the message that he's kind of gay. Just like all these hot dudes with abs and shirtless. I've never seen such a pro-gay message. Why are they comparing him to Patrick Bateman? And the music, it's an earworm though. It'll get stuck in your head. I mean, Ron DeSantis is down in Florida sucking all the dicks to get some money, and there's no dicks left for him to suck.
There's always another dick to suck, Bridget.
If anyone knows that, it's me. Vote for the sucker. It's important. I probably will vote for Ron DeSantis, though.
I know, that's
I probably
hilarious.
will vote for that sucker. This is a false flag. This is actually made by a Trump PAC, and it was put out there to undermine Ron DeSantis and make him seem gay.
Maybe it was put out by an LGBTQ
Yes, it was
organization.
actually put out by an LGBTQ organization to make Ron DeSantis seem like he's pro-gay. It's all going to be really dumb, guys. I just come here. I'm going to tell you something. You need to mentally prepare for the next 18 months. Like you are a soldier going into battle or you are going to lose your mind, okay? I'm just saying, join Phetasy.com, start doing workouts if you're a woman. If you're a man, find a way to get centered, find a way to get straight, find a way to find a way.
We will try and help.
Because as I was on Nick Gillespie on Reason had me on his podcast this past week, and he said the next 18 months are going to be the worst. So just get ready for that. It's going to be a lot of dick sucking.
Important stories we're ignoring. The Supreme Court strikes down affirmative action programs in college admissions. Activists challenge legacy admissions at Harvard. The court ruled a website designer can decline to create same-sex wedding websites. The Supreme Court strikes down the Biden student loan forgiveness program. And in France, a teenager's death at the hands of police has sparked widespread protest.
France is burning, and everybody was mad about the Supreme Court, and we're just gonna move past all of that because that's what we do here at Phetasy. We don't know anything. We are not a news source. That's why we do this. We do this to make fun of ourselves and the news and all of the sacred cows that everybody's eating. We're going to make burgers out of your sacred cows because this is America and we get to do that. But we don't know anything.
And we only cover the stories we want to cover.
Like this next one.
Commiefornia. California Reparations Task Force calls for eliminating child support debt for Black residents.
I can't cover this. We haven't already been doing this? I think this is a great idea, and I have no jokes to make about it. Please subscribe to Phetasy.com. Let's just move on. Now let's check the weather with Maite Carranco.
Los adultos mayores que van sobre todo los niños muy temprano al colegio. Vamos a ver nuestra imagen de satélite. ¿Qué es el culpable? Bueno, el Frente Frío número 8 de la temporada sobre la porción del norte del territorio nacional.
Thank you, Maite. Enjoy your bottle service. Like, subscribe, and comment. Touch my bells and buttons.
Get wrecked, big tech. Judge limits Biden administration contact with social media firms.
It's working, guys. This segment, it's working. We just wanted to take a moment to give ourselves a big self-congratulatory pat on the back because we've been pushing for this kind of policy for behind the scenes, working hard, getting signatures and testifying at Congress. You won't see it, and doing all kinds of things to make sure that the administrations do not have the power to take away our First Amendment rights on social media. You're welcome, America. We've had multiple walk-ins welcomes about this topic, a podcast you should definitely be listening to. If you're not, you will truly understand the inner workings of what is going on to undermine the entire State of the Union. And also, you will see we've been doing the work, people. We've been working hard to get our First Amendment rights back from the Biden administration. You're welcome. It's working, guys.
You sit on a throne of lies.
And another pat on the back for ourselves. New York quietly shuts down its $250 million COVID vaccine mobile app.
Our t-shirt worked, guys. Our This Is My Vaccine Passport t-shirt worked, guys. We did it. We freed the people from the vaccine passports. The vaccine passport tyranny. I love how they just quietly spent all this money, made sure all their little cronies got some piece of the action. And then they were like, we actually didn't think people would stop giving a so fast. We're just going to move on and pretend we didn't try and force everyone in New York to have a passport to enter businesses. Like that wasn't going to go horribly awry.
This is such bullshit too. This app was originally supposed to cost $2.5 million and the price
Ballooned
increased by 100%.
Jesus, honestly. This is so government. This is why I don't trust the government with my money. I think they really underestimated how cooked Americans' brains are. They're just cooked from TikTok and fentanyl and the bat jab. They just moved on. They were like, we don't care. It's like Stephen Miller said this week on my podcast, Walk-Ins Welcome. It was crazy how it just ended. There was all this pressure to get the jab, you'll lose your job, you won't be able to travel, you won't be able to enter restaurants, and then it just, poof, disappeared.
Tax the rich. Cartier boss worth $7.5 billion says the prospect of the poor's rising up keeps him awake at night.
It keeps me awake at night, too, planning the revolution, sir.
We attack tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow.
I mean it this time.
I do too.
I'm planning the uprising with White Gladys to take down your yacht. I love how he's like, my yacht isn't capable of sailing the wave of pores that's about to hit us.
What I call them? Fun coupons.
Look, I'm just up late at night trying to figure out how the uprising is going to work so that I can hand out a yacht for every pleb. And it's your yacht, sir. We're coming for your yacht.
You're organizing your army of orcas and preparing.
This motherfucker is definitely sleeping at night, okay? These guys sleep like freaking babies. Nothing keeps them up other than losing money. So if he is staying up at night, it's because it's going to cost him money. That's it. And that is what's keeping him up. He doesn't care that billions of people are going to die, doesn't care that there's a massive wealth inequality. You could give up some of your billions of dollars, sir. That might take away some of your anxiety. But no, it's like they just stay up thinking about how the poors are going to eat the middle class and then nobody will be able to buy their luxury goods and then they won't have another $1 billion.
Right. Like you need multiple billions of dollars to live on this world.
It's just ridiculous. I will ride White Gladys to the revolution.
Dumpster diving.
What's next in the dumpster?
Kim Kardashian shut down a DMV and brought her team to make sure her photo ID was good.
What if I win? Are you going to fix the hair?
Yeah.
Do we need to powder like there? Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
Let me know when you're ready. Ready?
Stop, dude.
Let me just move this.
Dude.
I promise. You're going to have to live with this for years.
Ready? 4 seconds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Can we try again?
Maybe can you come out a bit more? So it's not so cropped.
Not so, yeah.
Yeah, is there any way to save this, do another, and have them side by side?
No. Can you just airdrop it to us really quickly? I think you could do better.
Shoulders back. Yeah.
Ready?
Wow.
We're snatched?
We're snatched.
Good.
Really.
This one's good. It looks exactly the same as the other one.
You got the shot. I wouldn't say we normally get it.
In 2 shots?
Yeah.
We trusted our instincts. First is the worst, second is the best. That's why I'm the second child.
It was so funny. The whole team in dumpster in the writer's room was watching this video. And then at the end of it, Better Phetasy was like, of all the things we've been through together, this really made me want to kill myself. I felt the same way. I was like completely demoralized. All the crap we've covered on this sad, kind of dark and disturbing show. And it was Kim Kardashian getting her hair done, shutting down a DMV while 50 single moms probably waited in the heat so she could take her second photo to make sure she looks perfect in her license. I doubt you even drive. You have drivers. Why do you need a license? Why are you making these single moms sit out in the hot sun so that you can get a perfect shot for everybody's license looks like crap? Is this supposed to make you more relatable? Or I feel like everything about their brand is how do we become less relatable?
Right.
But people are obsessed. People are obsessed.
I don't understand.
People love the show. I saw it. I saw it last night on my new stupid social media addiction. Threads. I'm a threader now. This morning I was looking at Threads, which is the new Twitter competitive app that Zuckerberg released. And he's on there interacting with people and talking about what he's going to do. And somebody was like, look forward to Zuck inserting all of the ads. And he was like, no, it's the same thing we do with all of our platforms, which is we make sure it works. We make sure that the product is good and that people are liking it and that there's a clear path to 1 billion users. And then we'll think about monetization. And I was thinking of just how sad. I'm like, will you advertise on my dumpster fire with 60,000 subscribers, 1 billion users. And then they're like, and then we'll think about monetizing. I'm like, where does that leave us, schmuck? Please advertise on my dumpster fire. It gets 20,000 views. Like, what kind of domination mentality is that? He's Alexander the Great of the internet.
Wow.
He's going to conquer every single one of us. And the funny thing about Threads is you can't delete because you log in with your Instagram because it was sold as a companion to Instagram. And so if you want to delete your Threads account, you can delete individual posts. But if you want to delete your Threads account, you have to delete your Instagram account.
Damn.
They've got you.
They've got you.
Yeah. 1 billion people. I'm like, please sign up for Phetasy.com.
Sad little dumpster fire.
Made me feel like such a loser. These people have so much power, too. Just so much power. I mean, Kim Kardashian can shut down a DMV. That's power.
Yeah.
That is true power. That's not like the kind of sad power we have to make the poor is just a term that's used in the lexicon. Although that is kind of power, too. Just no one acknowledges our existence.
Right. It's now just become part of the lexicon with no one knowing where it came from.
Damn it! It was here on dumpster fire down in the basement of the internet.
That's really where we are.
Yeah, we're the Wayne's World of the internet. We're basically public. This is a public service channel. Jesus, I want to be more. But we love it here. It didn't really get any less dumpster fiery once we moved out of the garage. What I realized is the dumpster fire is in us.
The dumpster fire burns in our hearts.
We are the dumpster fire. We could have a set and it's still going to be a dumpster fire. It's still going to be 20 people working for us. It will still have the vibe of
a show.
A show. Welcome to the show. Ooh.
Breaking Bridget. LGBT Foundation has renamed the vagina to the bonus hole.
Is this real? This seems like a false flag. I feel like this is one of those 4chan hoaxes that they start to see if a bunch of conservatives will believe it and then make fun of it and get outraged. Bonus holes is a false flag.
As far as we can tell, it's real.
Which means probably not real.
Yeah, and this entire episode is just going to show you how ridiculous it is because you can never tell what's real anymore.
Am I real?
Nothing is real. Everything is a lie. There was somebody who had the funniest, I guess it's not a tweet, it's a thread. And they were saying, we can't even have healthcare in this country, but we do have 2 billionaires with the same kind of social media platform battling and about to do a cage fight for domination over all of our information that they're selling
to China
for billions of dollars.
Back to bonus holes.
So speaking of bonus holes, bonus hole sounds like something that they give to you at Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
It's like extra mini bonus holes. It sounds like a fun-sized snack or candy bar.
LGBT Foundation recommends people use the word bonus hole instead of vagina in order to avoid upsetting trans people. What about upsetting women?
What about women? Women! What about not calling the hole through which all of humanity has come to, keep this stupid species going? A bonus hole!
That is the hole!
This is the pussy portal! Call it the pussy portal of power at least. It is the hole through which our species exists for now, until they're, grown in labs with meat right next to the vat of chicken. Bonus holes. It's just, again, someone's trolling us. I don't understand how this is not considered offensive to all of women. You're going to worry about like 3 people compared to 3.5 billion? This stuff does break me. I mean, I really don't let it faze me anymore because I feel like I have just an impenetrable shell of cynicism to keep me actually quite uplifted and hopeful. But this is the kind of stuff that really makes my skin crawl too.
Yeah.
Bonus holes.
It's the same.
I didn't think anything could get more disgusting than the word vagina, which in and of itself is pretty gross, but now it sounds beautiful compared to bonus holes.
I know. It's the same thing as like uterus haver and birthing person.
Bonus holes is the grossest one yet.
Oh, for sure. For sure it is. But it's still just like stripping away femaleness, womanhood.
I'm so tired. Bonus holes. We're being trolled. This is when I'm like, we're living in a simulation. 2 billionaires are going to cage match, and we have people seriously, allegedly, calling the vagina a bonus hole. And people are like, yup, we're going to get on board with that. This is why I'm saying you got to get straight, guys. You're being gaslit everywhere you turn. This episode of Dumpster Fire could very well be a false flag. We might be not even real or AI or not what you think we are. I could be a deep state plant sent to undermine. I don't know what I'd be sent to undermine.
Because no one pays any attention to us anyway.
No one cares. No one cares. The point of this story today and the theme of this dumpster fire is that you can't trust anything. And you need to get yourself in like fighting shape for the next couple of decades. So really focus on yourself, focus on what you can control, make sure you're getting rest, the big 3, diet, exercise, sleep. Make sure you're doing those things to take care of yourself and your family, then your community, think locally, and then we can all laugh together while,
the world burns.
Our information is farmed by billionaires. The world burns. And we are just hapless plebs sitting in the seats of the Coliseum. Fucking Kim Kardashian. She's the problem with everything.
It's really true.
It all started with the Kardashians, the downfall of this country.
Phetasy News.
Join us at Phetasy.com. Get the unedited version of Dumpster Fire every Saturday before this drops on Sundays. Make sure you join our community. We have workouts, we have friends, we have fun. It is a great place to sit in the comfort of a private community and watch the world burn and laugh with one another. And people make real life friends in there. It's awesome. I've made a lot of friends with my supporters. I don't see you as fans. I see you as friends. And I appreciate all of you for whatever you can do, even if it's just liking, commenting, subscribing, or telling a friend about us. We are the little dumpster fire that could. And it is a pleasure to be able to do this and laugh while the world burns, even when I'm delirious and exhausted. And we are just happy to be in communication with all of you guys because we know we're not alone. And it helps to know, I think, that you should no, you're not alone. If you want to keep up with everything we're doing, the most powerful thing that you can do if you want to do the very bare minimum is sign up for our Substack. That's our newsletter. It will go wherever we go. You can sign up at bridgetphetasy.substack.com. It is free. And in this weird shifting ecosystem of billionaires fighting over our attention and social media sites and algorithms, the most powerful way is to get on our Substack. It is a direct link to us and it is ours, and we will not sell it, unlike all these billionaires, for any kind of ducats or money. I want to thank the people who make this dumpster fire possible. Thank you, Better Phetasy, Dave Yates, Sammy Flaps and Folds, Ben Howe, for editing, research, and writing and general laughs throughout the week and keeping me sane and in check. Thank you, Maggie, for making all of this happen.
Thank you, Bridget.
Thank you to our audience, to our supporters, to our subscribers, to our commenters, to all of you out there just trying to, stay sane and stay balanced while all of this, this general shit show occurs. We still have it pretty good. Thank you, Zen Pro Audio, where we purchased all of our audio equipment. Support small businesses like Zen Pro Audio. Go to zenproaudio.com for all of your audio needs. Thank you to our sponsor, Sheath Underwear. They are our ride or die. We love them. Please support the companies that support us. Sheathunderwear.com. Use the code dumpster. The link is in the description below. We love them. They have fantastic products, and they're also a small business like us. And now for a palate cleanser, the internet is glorious.
4th July, 4th July, 4th July, 4th July, happy, 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 happy holiday, very, very, very good holiday. 4th July, 4th July, 4th July, 4th July, for everybody very number one, for everybody very number one. American business, American business, Marriott Hotel very, very top, Marriott Hotel very different. I love 4th July, I like unity of mankind. I love 4th July, I like unity of mankind.
This has been your dumpster fire for the week of July 2nd to July 8th. I'm Bridget Phetasy. Now make me rich so I can cage match a billionaire. Cage match? Yeah. Now make me rich so I can fight a billionaire in a cage for world domination.